It's that time again. It's Champions League returning to St James's Park as we take on Athletic Club Bilbao. You're watching Hawaii Mags TV, and this is the match preview and prediction. Good morning, everybody. I hope you are all well today on this Tuesday morning. I know it's early, but I was going to go live last night, but I didn't get in from work till very late, so I skipped on that one. So, as you heard at the start, this is the Newcastle United versus the Athletic Club Bilbao UCL match preview and predictions. If you're new around here, or if you're returning from previous shows, do leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell too, so you never miss any videos I upload in the future, or when I go live in the future, you get notified straight away. Oh, with that out of the way, let's jump straight into the preview. I try to be as quick as I can, usually around the 20-minute, half-hour mark. We'll go through everything that we need to know for the game tomorrow and make our predictions at the end. So, as we can see on top of the screen, we are playing Athletic Club at home. It is an 8 o'clock kickoff tomorrow night, live at St James's Park. Oh, excuse me, I'm not long finished having a sneezing fit. 8 o'clock, yeah, St James's Park. The referee is, and I do apologise, I do butcher the name, but the referee has been confirmed as Ivan Kruzliak. I'm not sure the nationality or where he's from, but he is the referee for tomorrow night's game. And the game will be shown live on Discovery Plus or on TNT Sports 2. That is where you're going to be able to find the game and watch the game live. We are playing at St James's Park in Newcastle upon Tyne, England. Capacity crowd 52,758. The surface is grass, and the weather forecast is going to be in around the 14-degree mark. Our previous 11s in our previous side, in our disappointing 3-1 defeat to West Ham, we played Nick Pope in goal, Dan Burn on the left, Sven Botman and Malik Chow in the central defensive partnership, Emil Kraft on right back, who only lasted 45 minutes. I'm going to sneeze again in a minute. Joelinton, Tonali and Guimaraes in the midfield three, with Gordon, Voltemada and Murphy as the front three. For Athletic Club, they lost to, I believe that is Real Sociedad. And in their game, they played Simon in goal. Gorosabel. I'm going to really apologise if I butcher any of these names. Vivian, Laporte, and Berchiche as their defensive line. Di Galaretta and Yareza. I butchered that one completely, so I do apologise for that. As their central or defensive midfielder partnership. Berenguer, Sanchez, and Navarro as their attacking midfield line, and Guru Zeta as their striker. I know nothing about this side really. Valverde is their coach. Eddie Howe is our coach, obviously. Injuries and suspensions for both sides. Anthony Gordon is doubtful with a hip injury, which is surprising because there's not really been any news about him having an injury. Not that I've seen, anyway. So, Gordon is a doubtful, and Gordon is our top goal scorer in the Champions League so far. So, that is a surprise because nothing's been said about Gordon, and apparently now he has a hip injury and he's going to be doubtful for the game. That is surprising, very surprising. Kieran Trippier, illness. He obviously missed the West Ham game. Tino Livramento is also out of knee injury, and Yaron Wissa is also still out. Wacky, welcome in. Hope you're well. Two need the players to turn up and play like we all know they can. We will against in the Champions League. It's just the league that we can't do subtle in. For Athletic Club, their players out and suspended. Which going for this, they're all injured. Marone Sanadi has a meniscus injury late January. Nico Williams is going to be out. Just says groin injury, so it doesn't say whether he's going to be back or not. Inigo Leku, muscle injury. Unai Aguilas, cruciate ligament injury. Bernat Prados, cruciate ligament injury, and Inaki Williams. So both Williams brothers are out. That's a positive. That is a positive for us because those two are going to be the most worrying pair, especially if we're going to be having Dan Burn at left back again. So seeing those two out is a positive, a very big positive. Previous form for both sides doesn't look too bad for Newcastle on our form, but if you do look at our performances, we've been absolutely shocking. The 3-1 defeat against West Ham was by far the worst performance that we've had in a long time. We beat Tottenham 2-0 in the Carabao Cup. We beat Fulham 2-1 in the league. Beat Benfica 3-0 in our last Champions League fixture. And lost to Brighton 2-1. So we're only really getting the wins in the Cup and Europe. In the Premier League, we are shocking. We are shocking. For Athletic Club, they lost to Real Sociedad 3-2. They lost to Getafe 1-0. They beat Karabag in their previous Champions League game 3-1. They drew with Elche 0-0, and they beat Mallorca 2-1. So they're on a 2-game losing streak. I'm hoping that we can do something against them. There are no insights for this game, unfortunately, so we can't do no insights. Top goal scorers for both sides. Anthony Gordon is our top goal scorer with 4 goals. He has a rating of 8.37. But as the injuries show, which is again surprising, there's nothing been said about that. Anthony Gordon is now carrying a hip injury and he's going to be doubtful. So that's going to be worrying. He has an XG of 2.73. He has 1 assist and has played 3 matches so far. We've played all 3 matches in the Champions League. For Athletic Club, their striker Guruzeta, he's their top goal scorer with 3 goals on a 7.64 rating. He has an XG of 1.37. He has no assists and has played all 3 games as well. There is a head-to-head. We have played Athletic Club before. That was on the 30th of July 2022. That was a club friendly, and we beat them 2-1. So we do hold a win over Athletic Club. Another positive sign. If we can have a quick look at that, it was a Callum Wilson and an Alan St. Maximin goal that got us victory over Athletic Club, and then Garcia pulled one back not long after we got our second goal. Well, there's a quick insight there for Athletic. They haven't scored in 2 away matches. That's a positive, I suppose, because they are going to be away against us. So, before we go into anything else, the other Champions League games that are being played today, because we're not playing until tomorrow, we'll take a look at the league table in a minute. Today's matches are... Here we go. Sparta Prague versus Arsenal. Oh no, Slavia Prague, excuse me. Apologies. Slavia Prague versus Arsenal. Napoli versus Eintracht Frankfurt. Atletico Madrid versus Union. Bodo Glimt versus Monaco. Juventus versus Sporting. Liverpool versus Real Madrid. Liverpool always seem to face Real Madrid every single year. Olympiacos versus PSV Eindhoven. Paris Saint-Germain versus Bayern Munich. That should be a decent game. And Spurs versus Copenhagen. If I was to pick a game out of all of these, that would be the ideal one to watch. I'd probably go over the PSG Bayern Munich one. That should be quite an interesting game. Obviously, most will probably say Liverpool Real Madrid, but yeah, I'm not really keen on that one. So probably the Paris Bayern one would be the ideal one to watch. Maybe even the Juve versus Sporting would probably be something different, but I'll probably go for the PSG Bayern. And then you go into tomorrow's fixtures. You have Paphos versus Villarreal, Karabag versus Chelsea, Ajax versus Galatasaray, Benfica versus Bayern Munich, Club Brugge versus Barcelona, Inter Milan versus Kairat Almaty, Manchester City versus Borussia Dortmund, Marseille versus Atalanta, and Newcastle United versus Athletic Club. So they are all the games being played over today and tomorrow. Squad-wise, do I change any from the squad? Yes, I do. I'll kick Dan Burn out of the club. Lewis Hall has to be back in that squad. I do not want to see Dan Burn playing at left back ever again. I know many people are giving Pope praise for our performance against West Ham. He kept us in it a couple of times. But I probably want to see Ramsey in goal. Release Ramsey knows how to catch a ball, unlike Pope, who likes to keep constantly punching the ball away. So I would put Ramsey in goal. Lewis Hall would go on the left back for me. If Trippier is still out, then Emil Kraft will stay as right back. Joe Linton, I think, needs to be dropped as well. I think the entire left side needs to be dropped. Gordon, with his injury, doubtful. So, well, he's now suspicious injury that's now appeared. Needs to be dropped. His performance has been absolutely shocking. He only seems to want to turn up for England, and then when it comes to club football, he's non-existent, even though he's our top goal scorer in the Champions League. So Gordon gets dropped. Joe Linton has to get dropped because unless it involves a card, he's never really impacting the game. He's lost a lot of form of late. Dan Burn has to be dropped. He cannot play left back anymore. He is absolutely shocking at left back. Murphy is our best winger at the minute. He keeps his place, amazingly enough. Probably Harvey Barnes going at left wing because Murphy's undroppable, and with that £55 million flop that we signed from Forest, I'm sorry, I really cannot stand Elanga. I never wanted him to begin with. Still don't want him now. He has not impressed me. He has been absolutely shocking. I'd rather sell him in January and make a loss on him because he is absolutely awful. Murphy stays in the squad for me. But yeah, I put Ramsdale in goal, Lewis Hall on the left back role, probably Jacob Ramsey to replace Joe Linton, and Harvey Barnes to replace Gordon. Other than that, the squad would probably stay the same. Obviously, we have no one to go right back, so Emerald Craft is the natural right back as he is, so he'll slot in there. But if Eddie Howe still continues to go burn at left back, then he obviously needs some brain surgery or something because it's absolutely clueless. So yeah, I would make changes for that side. Front three looks right. My mid three needs to be Tonali, Bruno, and Ramsey. That's what I'm saying, Wacky. Apparently, Gordon's now picked up a mysterious hip injury, and he's going to be doubtful for the game. Where's this come from? I mean, there's nothing been said as far as I'm aware. But now apparently Gordon's is injured. That is a mysterious one for me. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Formation-wise, I hope we stick to our 4-3-3, but knowing us, we'll probably go to our horrific 5 at the back. Athletic player in a 4-2-3-1 formation. There's not really much else to say, really, because that's everything now. So in the prediction table, I'm going to click on the draw on this one just to see what everyone's saying. There's been 20,050 voters. 59% say it's going to be a Newcastle win. I really hope it is. I really do. I am really going to sneeze. I don't like sneezing on stream. 16% go for the Athletic win, and 25%, which included myself, have gone for the draw. If we take a look at the Champions League table, excuse me a minute, I really need to sneeze or blow my nose. I'm just covering my mic a minute. There we go. Right, sorry about that. Take a look at the Champions League table. We have Paris Saint-Germain occupied top spot, level with Bayern Munich in second place. Both with a goal difference of 10. Excuse me. Inter Milan, Arsenal, Real Madrid, Borussia Dortmund, Man City, and Newcastle United. Are in the top 8 positions, in which they head into the round of 16. It feels like I've really got a bad cold here. I woke up with a sneezing fit. Round of 16 automatic qualification is the top 8, and then into the knockout places you have Barcelona, Liverpool, Chelsea, Sporting, Qarabag, Galatasaray, Tottenham, PSV, Atlanta, Marseille, Atletico Madrid, Club Brugge, Athletic Club, Frankfurt, Napoli, and Union occupy the playoff places, and the ones that get eliminated in those positions at the minute are Juventus, Bodo, Monaco, Slavia Prague, Paphos, Bayer Leverkusen, Villarreal, Copenhagen, Olympiacos, Kairat, Benfica, and Ajax, who are rock bottom. Surprisingly, I see an Ajax rock bottom. That is quite surprising. The hip injury is a recurrence of the one he picked up playing for England that time. I don't really know. I really don't know. I'll have to look into that one and see what's going on now, because I've not seen nothing on that. I think the problem with LaLiga is they don't play the quick ball for him to run onto. They slow it down too much on that wing, especially when Trips plays. I know others have said it's kind of like a Chris Wood kind of syndrome, where we didn't play to his strengths. I was one that always protested and said to never sign Chris Wood. I got all the hate for that, and then my words turned out to be true. We soon got rid of him. He was absolutely shocking for us. Same with LaLiga. I didn't want him to begin with. I just think he was another Murphy type player, but it seems Murphy's a lot better than him. Many others are now saying he's just another Miggy Amaron. He's got all the pace and everything, but other than that, he's just a headless chicken running around. But yeah, that is pretty much all there is to know about this. Oh, let's take a look at this quickly. The top-rated players in the Champions League as it stands. Kylian Mbappe is top with a 9.15 rating. Slavia Prague, Jacob Markovic has a 9.09, and Kairat player Temirlan Anarbekov has a 9.05 rating. They're the top three best players in the Champions League so far. Top goal scorers, you have Harry Kane for Bayern Munich with 5, Kylian Mbappe with 5, and Erling Haaland with 4. Top assists, Aubameyang, wow, player still going, has 3 assists. Hakimi from PSG has 3 assists, and surprisingly, one of Liverpool's biggest flops, Florian Wirtz, has 2 assists to his name. The players of the week, or the team of the week in the third round fixtures were Vicario of Spurs in goal, Mendes, Gabriel, Fofana, and Hakimi in the defence, Lopez, Mencha, Szoboszlai, and Mann in the midfield, and Guruzzetta and Osimhen up front. So it seems Guruzzetta is definitely one to keep an eye on. He seems to be quite the striker. But I am happy that both Williams brothers will be out. He's a professional player. He should be able to adapt. He should. Got to adapt to our style. He's had plenty of time to adapt, and it's no wonder he's been dropped. Slavia Prague, my guy, did I mention I've been there? Oh, yeah, definitely. Many times. Oh, I am sorry about this stream. It sounds like I've got a nasty cold. I don't have a cold. I just had a bad sneezing fit just before I went live. And then I had another one just whilst I'm live. Matches. Go to our game where I've lost it now. There we go. Right, so predictions. Do you know what? Even though I clicked draw, I think I want to go for the draw actually. If Gordon is out, that's our top goal scorer missing. If we persist with playing Dan Burn at left back, that's our weakness exposed. Jolinton plays, there's nothing there. Our whole left side is really our most vulnerable point. I'm going to play this one safe, and I'm going to go for a draw in this game. I'm going to go... I don't really want to go for a board draw, but kind of am thinking of a 0-0. Might cancel each other out based on both clubs' form. Especially if we put in another shocking appearance like we did against West Ham. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to what I've originally gone for. I'm gonna go for a 0-0 draw. I don't see us winning if Gordon's not playing. If Gordon is playing and we do take Dan Burn out and play Lewis Hall, then maybe again another 2-1 win like we did against them in 2022. But if Dan Burn still insists on being left back and Eddie Howe picks him at left back, then you know, I'm going to go 0-0. If we was to lose, we've got to keep an eye on their striker, because he seems to be quite a decent striker. I don't know much about him, but he's made the team of the week in the last fixture. He is their top goal scorer in the league with 3. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to stick with 0-0. I'll stick with 0-0. So you put your score predictions in the comments and everywhere else. But I'm going to go 0-0. I'm going to play it safe on this one. Other than that, again, I don't know who. I don't know much about the referee, Ivan Krasliak. So that's going to be another interesting one to figure out what he's like. Again, it's being shown on Discovery Plus and TNT Sports 2 if you want to watch the game live. So do head over there and watch the game if you want. As many will. Tomorrow live at 8 o'clock. So other than that, I think that is all. So, thank you everybody for coming in. That has been the disappointing match preview, because I have been sneezing and just bunged up this morning. I've never been a morning person, to be honest with you, so there you go. If you can, do leave a thumbs up, subscribe. The video is not always like this. I'm not always so bunged up, so just mark this off as a bust. But leave a like, subscribe, hit notification bell too, so you never miss any videos in the future. Thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you at another point. Depends on when we're playing it. We're playing on Sunday, ain't we? We're playing Brentford on Sunday. Let me just double check that. That is Premier League matches. We have Brentford on Sunday, yes. So I will do the Brentford match preview on... We'll do it on Thursday. I know I usually do it a day before, so that would have been Friday, but we'll do it on Thursday. I've got more time on Thursday, so I can guarantee that will be done on Thursday. So join me Thursday night for the Brentford match preview and prediction. We'll show you the stats from that, on all you need to know, and we'll take it from there. You can follow me on X, which is right there underneath my name, at HawaiiMagsTV. I'll follow you back, and you'll find out from there when I'm going to go live. So other than that, do take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll try to, even though I'm going to go work. I don't really want to go work. It is the Christmas run-in, so we'll get this final run-in pushed and done So yeah, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will catch you in Thursday for the Brentford preview. And yeah, that's all really. So catch you later and take care. Bye.